Blackstone Audiobooks presents Cruzatte and Maria by Peter Bowen. Chapter 1. Du Pré limped into the Tucson saloon. He slid up on a stool, wincing. "What the hell happened to you?" said Susan Klein, not looking up from her knitting. "Shoeing horses," said Du Pré. "One of them, he don't like it so good." Susan nodded. "How bad?" she said. "There is this sound," said Du Pré, "when his hock hit my ribs, like when you crunch carrots, your teeth." "Coughing any blood?" asked Susan Klein. She still didn't look up from her knitting. "No big clots?" said Du Pré. Susan nodded. "You want sympathy or a drink?" said Susan. She frowned at the wool in her hands. "Both," said Du Pré. Susan put her knitting down on the bar top. She went to the well and put ice in a tall glass with whiskey and water. She pushed the drink over to Du Pré. "You poor old son of a bitch," she said, looking at him mournfully. Du Pré nodded. He drank. Susan went back to her stool and sat. Click, click, click went her needles. "Harvey Wallace called for you," said Susan. "He said he will call back." "I am dead, tell him, very sad. But the funeral is tomorrow," said Du Pré. "Harvey fucking weasel fat Wallace," Du Pré thought. "Blackfeet FBI agent. Never calls me with any good news." "That would be telling an untruth," said Susan Klein. "Okay," said Du Pré. "I will tell him I am dead. Ow!" He rubbed his ribs. The door opened, and a couple of ranchers came in, laughing. They took their drinks to the pool table, and the balls thundered out of the belly of the table. A rancher racked them, and the other broke. Balls clacked. "Shit," said one of the ranchers. Du Pré rolled a smoke, and he lit it and blew out a long stream of blue-gray cloud. "They really grind up dog turds to mix in that stuff," said Susan Klein. "Poodle," said Du Pré. "Very expensive dogs." A ball rattled down a pocket. "Hoo-wee," said a rancher. The telephone rang. Susan Klein didn't stir. Neither did Du Pré. The telephone rang and rang and rang. Finally, one of the ranchers went to the payphone and picked it up. "Yeah," he said. He listened. "Du Pré," he said. "For you." Du Pré sighed, and he got up and walked slowly toward the old box on the wall by the front door.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?